This is after over a guy. Even worse.
It's very
Is
bad.
that guy going to visit you in jail? Is he going to be paying your bail money? Is he going to be giving you what's it called a little allowance when you're in prison?
Hi guys, it's Clinton Ogaoflondon here, and I'm here with Girl Reality. Come back to earth.
Whitney.
We're not serious. Don't mind her, guys. She's trying to mimic me because we tried this before and I started, but I had very good reason to start to because something was off and now it's corrected. But anywho, let's get into introducing this podcast. This is Puffpuffandteapodcast Podcast. Yes, guys, your favorite podcast is back again. Another week, another amazing conversation is going to be had. So just go ahead and subscribe. Just go ahead and like. Just go ahead and tell each other hello in that comment section. Those of you that listen to us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, AfriPods, just go ahead and follow. Go ahead and give us that 5-star rating. Do the needful, okay? And with that, let's get into today's conversation. So, how are we feeling?
Today's conversation.
Why? What's going on?
Today's conversation, I'm even surprised just sitting here, relaxed and that stuff.
Why?
I thought you'd be here crawling. I thought you'd be here crying. I thought you'd be saying, Ewa! Ewa!
What's going on?
Dami and Indiyah. When I saw this, I was like,
I haven't watched it.
Where has Clinton? Oh my god!
I'm not like I
Number
saw
one,
yesterday. I saw the trailer yesterday. Guys, yeah.
Right, number one, right? I love that. I actually really like that. What's it called?
Sorry.
I really like that podcast. Need to talk. I've been like listening to that podcast for for some time. I like his interview styles. I like the people he has. So big up to him, first of all.
Basically, I saw that this was going to happen. And when I first saw it, I was like, is this a joke? No, I was like, is this a joke?
Dude, when I saw it, I was like, oh my gosh. What's it called? He has done it. When I saw this, I was like, he has done it.
He has done what? Like, what
he's got in an interview because no one was really able to do this like interview with Dami. So the fact that when I saw him,
none of them have really spoken about the director.
I know, but I'm saying the fact that he was like Dami said, yeah, I'll come on your show. I was just shocked. I was like, oh, so you are the guy.
What guy?
Huh?
What guy?
That people feel comfortable to come and
Or Paul.
Yeah, I was like, I was like, okay, you are the guy.
Okay, that's nice.
Because the people he was having, right, they were nice. I like his podcast. Like, I actually really like watch his episodes and that stuff. And the people he was having, they're like, they were what's it called, nice, cute. I was like, yeah, these people could be on other people's shows and that stuff. Mm-hmm. The only one that like kind of pulled me back was Amy Winehouse, ex-husband. That's one that kind of pulled me back. Like, oh, that was like, oh, juicy. But the other people, I was like, yeah, I can see these people on all the other like shows and that stuff. So I saw Dami, I was like, oh. I was like, okay, Paul. We love to see.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel, to be frank, when it comes to the whole thing. Because, like, yeah, I saw it, then I was like, first of all, I was a bit shocked that, like, oh, what? Is this actually happening? Is this real? Then I started seeing it more, and I saw one of my friends posting about it, and then it was even like a little trailer saying, oh, where he was saying, oh, yeah, something along the lines of like, oh, yeah, Paul, we need to talk. I was just like, no, we don't need to talk.
Yes, like, he needs to talk. He needs to let it out.
That is literally what I said to my friend. I'm like, no, we do not need to talk because I'm not ready for this talk.
But are you the one that's always saying?
I'm the one that always says what?
Are you the one that's always saying black men to stop hiding their emotions and and like express their emotions? Well, Dami is doing that now.
No, and honestly, that point exactly is why I'm even in the position I'm in right now, because this is where I was feeling initially. I was like, we don't need to talk. Because I don't want to hear about this situation. I think maybe it's because I'm even in a place of denial still when it comes to the whole situation.
I knew it.
For the longest time, I'm still on the, I'm still on the notion like, these people have not told us they're over. So they tell us they're over. We don't know what we're talking about. We don't know what went down in this relationship. So everybody should just mind their business. So I think the more and more I think about it, and the more and more I'm receiving this whole interview, I think I am in a place of denial when it comes to the whole situation. One. Second of all, it's a thing of like, I don't like to hear bad news. That's another thing. Then I've said it a few times on this podcast. Like, people should not drag us into their business. Like, this is not our business.
I understand their part, because
people should not involve us, because what are we going to do to your business now? All that's going to happen is that we're going to end up talking about it the way we're talking about it now. And even after this conversation, you'll still go ahead and live your life. So what's the point of this?
I understand the point of that, because their relationship was public. These people were Love Island couples.
I
Watch
get
their relationship, and I was
Mhm.
like, if you think about it, their career was entwined with each other. Like
Yeah.
one of their like part of us knowing them is their relationship. So I
Yeah.
can understand why he's saying, yeah, I'm coming out and all that and saying, you know, number one, speaking my truth, and also this was a public relationship that you guys followed, so why not also say in the public that we're not together, especially if it avoids or reduce, like, you know,
Further
further
questions.
rumors or
Mhm.
questions. Yeah, like for example, imagine he was seen out with a girl. Now let's be honest, right? If Dami was like seen out with a girl instead of the other way around of Indiyah and stuff, this thing would be like, it would get more attention, in my opinion.
We
Like
spoke about it initially
a
when it
lot of people
happens.
would be like, you know, coming at them. They'll probably be like leaving nasty comments on that stuff, saying, "Oh, how can you do this to India?" And because we wouldn't know the ins and outs of their relationship, we'll just be thinking, "Oh yeah, you guys are together," and just feel justified in like coming at him or that stuff.
Mhm.
So I can see, like, yeah, let me, what's it called? And he's given enough. They've both given enough time.
Yeah.
From
But
what
I
I've seen,
do.
how long the relationship when the relationship ended.
Yeah, I do agree with you. Like, I get, the reasoning behind speaking. Cause me, yeah, I'm always of the point of view, yeah, that there's certain careers that do not owe us their personal life. And I feel like if your job is not to showcase your personal life, you do not owe us your personal life. And once you start going down that road of sharing your personal life unnecessarily, it's not going to stop. But these people, like you said, are in a different position where their career is built around their personal life. So it makes sense for them to speak on and update people on their personal lives. So yeah, I do agree with him being well within his right to come and speak on the issue. But yeah, I just think it's a bit hard for me to digest. As before, like this morning, I messaged my friend. I'm like, I'm not watching this thing. Nobody should tell me anything about this thing, that kind of thing. Then this evening, I now saw one clip, and I was just like, ah. But the clip I did see is not what you would think I saw. The
What's the
clip
clip
I
that you
did
saw?
see was him talking about how much money he made a year after Love Island. When I heard that amount, I said, Clinton, get back to work. Because
But I wouldn't be like shocked, because if you look at someone like Alandria from Love Island USA, like, bruh, and even before that, Serena. So like when I heard that figure, I was like, nah, I can see it. Especially like also like Molly May. So I'm just like, it wasn't anything like shocking, especially the way people ride for Love Island.
But
The way
still,
people
when you hear that kind
ride.
of amount in a year, then you now hear what the average person is making in a year. You're like, fam. But especially when you want that kind of, maybe a similar career path, it's like, why are you settling? Why are you settling? Do you get me? So that was just a reminder, so I was just like, do you know what? Maybe I am going to watch this interview, if for anything, for that. Because when it comes to this whole relationship stuff, I'm a bit scared to hear the details.
Yeah, I think what's it called?
I want to hear. But when it comes to the career part of it, that 500k that he said, I need to hear it more and more, because yes, keep me motivated, because I need
But
to
it's
be
even
looking
like,
at
what's it
500k
called?
and more.
Like even like, what's it called? Skip makers in YouTubers. Like I remember one time when, because was it Tayo? He was doing an interview with
I think I know who you're talking about.
with specifically with Nigerian YouTube and that stuff. And then when they were saying their figures, saying how much they make after deduction, I was just like, I see it. And then what's it called? I saw an interview recently, or what's her name? What's his name? My final films. He had an interview with the person he did an interview with the person who plays Madam Gold.
Okay, yes.
Yes.
Chooks, yeah.
And when you realize,
I like that guy. I like his craftsmanship.
Chooks, and also the other guy.
Yeah, the guy
yes.
Big ups to them.
Big ups to them. But when you realize like how how most of these people were entwined with each other, like they were in the same like theatre group. Like when they were like auditioning for the same thing. That's how some of them even met. Like waiting in auditions to play the same role. You're just like, man, these people have been like,
it's been a journey.
Like, what's it called? Someone like, what's his name? It begins with an S.
There's so many S's in the world.
I know, but he's a YouTuber. We know him. Is it Shaggery?
Brother Shaggy,
yeah.
Okay.
When you realize when he started this YouTube thing, to where he is now, you realize like, bro, he knew something before people knew.
Yeah.
All that stuff. Even Madam Gold, he knew something. Like before he even became popular or funny for men to wear women's clothes, he saw something. He saw something before other people.
Yeah.
Sometimes you have to give it to them the fact that they saw ahead.
Yeah.
And then when you realize how much they
went for it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And so when you're saying like, oh, when you realize how much Dami was making out, that doesn't even shock me, because when I heard those people in that, like, I'm not trying to be rude, but when I heard that in Nigeria, that's how much they were making in Nigeria.
Yeah.
I'm not even saying that what's it called, that people in America, well, yeah, some people in America were paying them. But I'm saying even in Nigeria, how much they were earning. I was like, oh, okay.
No.
There's money somewhere, people.
No, definitely.
Nigeria.
And yeah, I hear you why you're saying it's not a shock, but still, they're like, you know, it's still a lot of money when you compare it to what I'll keep saying. When you compare it to what the average person is making, it is a lot of money. And to be reminded that this is what is possible within this space. For me personally, it's only motivating me because, like, I'm not gonna lie, I was in this like group setting. It was like an event and older ones, and yeah, all of us were of a similar age, boys and girls. So there was this question that was thrown out to the group, basically saying that, oh, what is a saying that you feel is so popular but it's not true? And
that's a good question.
Yeah, and my friend that was basically sat down next to me, I really asked this friend, but anyway, you guys,
you always be asking your friends, Clinton.
My friends know it's all love. It's just all of this is part of the growing process. It's all part of the growing process. Because what it was, my friend that was sat down next to me, they were very quick to answer. Their response to that was, oh, when people say chase your passion or go after your passion. And I was just like, I was just taking a bit back. I was like, Look, the thing is that when I deep it, I'm not shocked that this person has such, a response. Like, that's their vibe. They are kind of like, they're focused on stability. They're focused on that kind of thing. So I'm not too shocked. But, you've got other people in the room that were, very quick to support that notion and be like, yeah. All this chasing your passion stuff that, it can be good and all, but people need to know when to give up and things like that, all that ones. And I was just like, I was rather taken aback that we were having this. I was rather taken aback that this was a notion that a number of people were agreeing with, especially at our age, especially when we can have conversations like this, where I feel like now more than ever, we can see the capabilities and the possibilities that come from following your passion. So to be hearing so many people agree with this notion, I was rather sure. It's not to say that what they're saying is wrong or is bad or anything like that. I was just rather taken aback that people are, maybe there's more people of my age that move with that notion.
Were they brought up in a similar household?
That's the thing. Yeah, my friend that did speak, they were raised in Nigeria, and then they moved over here for like college, and that brings me to another thing, because because I did see another video recently on Instagram, and it was this discussion, and I believe it was between two Nigerians, but the person that was responding was definitely Nigerian, and they were asking this person like, what do you think is the biggest difference between living in the UK and living in Nigeria? And this person said that in Nigeria there's this mentality, like this hustling mentality, like we think that possibilities are endless.
I think I saw that interview, the interview you're talking about.
Okay, so the girl was basically like saying like possibilities are endless. Like, people do not limit themselves. They don't think to themselves that, oh, especially considering the fact that majority of the country is poverty stricken. Sadly, that doesn't stop them. That doesn't stop those people that may be in that position thinking that I can accomplish this big thing. I can get out of this position and move to an even greater position. Whereas, so she feels like that mentality is very prominent in Nigeria. Whereas in the UK, there is this mentality of like, whatever you're born into, that is basically what you should work with for your whole lifetime. You get me? So I was just like thinking about it now, like maybe that is even part of the reason why people have this notion as well over here in the UK that like maybe following all this passion thing may not be so sustainable, because the biggest reason that they had was stability. That was their biggest reason in saying this and that. How stable is it for you to be chasing this passion, and all that was. So I was just like, wow. What do you think?
I kind of, I know the interview. I think I know the interview you're talking about. I actually kind of agreed with the girl. Like, bruh, this may sound left field, but like, how many people are doing fraud? I'm not saying everyone in Nigeria is doing fraud, but I'm saying there are people who are looking for other alternatives than the so-called stable 9-to-5 job. because they know that what's it called? Because they know that it's not going to take them far. So they have to find alternative ways. So yeah, I understand what she means by what's it called? We're hustling. We're finding creative ways. And even though the stories you hear about people who've come from Nigeria now have multi-billion-dollar companies. So yeah, it's not surprising. Like in a way, Nigeria forces you to have to think outside the box, to think of a way. How many people are like, even just like look at Japa, all that stuff. People are finding people are finding ways to be able to get out of that country,
Yeah.
to be able to have what's it called, and live abroad. If it means having to be a nurse, and work in care homes, all that stuff, even though they have an engineering degree or architecture degree, but yeah, they're like, nah, I need to leave this place and that stuff. They're going to find. That's what they go. Nigeria, maybe like other African countries as well. But all I know is Nigerians, they're going to find creative ways to be able to get out of their struggle.
Yeah, I hear you.
And I guess that is their dream. That's their passion.
True that. I hear you. But yeah, I just feel like when in that whole discussion, I think my biggest shock was our age, like the fact that we're of this age, we're exposed. One would think at least that we're exposed to a more Western side of life. So this exactly what you're saying, that the fact that people are making that kind of money in Nigeria, that should only give you a greater idea as to what people are making over here in the UK. So for people to start this mentality of like, oh yeah, we just should be chasing stability. I want to say stability is not important. So nobody should aspire to be broke. That's not the goal.
Oh my gosh, that brings me something. We haven't even finished the main topic.
Lol. Yeah, nobody should aspire to be broke and other ones. But yeah, I don't know. I had a lot of thoughts too.
You was good.
Yeah, I was taken aback.
I can see where you're coming from, because especially in the society that we are living on, that stuff, where we're seeing hearing more about people rejecting the 9 to 5 and creating something of their own. I can see where you're coming from when you're like, why you're shocked and that stuff.
Yeah, and it's almost a bit worrying. It's like, so are you people just going to continue this cycle of just working for the sake of working? And nobody's saying you should be jobless. I will never encourage.
But if they're happy, then I guess.
I hope they are. I hope that, because they're basically, you're basically saying that you have this strong desire to do something, because that's what passion is. To have a strong desire to do something, to go for something, and you're suppressing that to follow a safe route.
Well, a lot of our parents did that.
I've never been more, definitive before on this podcast than that. Wow, congrats to me.
Congrats, growth.
Well, I know, right? I know. But like, yeah, that's what it means to say that, oh yeah, people should not go after their passions, and for you to say that about yourself. So that is worrying. That is, and yet again, I'll keep saying, especially when we are seeing it now more than ever, like the possibilities are endless. So why do that to yourself? Why?
Anyway, going back to Dami Hope's interview.
Okay, what do you want to say about it? I haven't watched it, so I don't.
So that was only clip that you saw on that stuff.
That's any other clip I was sliding past it. Like, I did not watch anything.
Okay, because I watched the while I was like, I watched it. And one thing I will say, he was actually quite respectful, and you can tell that he didn't want to go too much into it. Maybe as a way to like preserve whatever they had, all that stuff. So it did seem like he had a lot of respect for their relationship and all that stuff. I think but what did highlight that's like going around in the blogs and all that stuff is the fact that he did mention that, when that whole video of her kissing the guy and stuff, during that time of when that happened, of when that kiss actually happened, they were still together. So that's something that's like, going that's being picked up on that stuff. Then he also mentioned that she was the one who set certain boundaries in relation to their relationship. One of them being that if they go out, they need to like let each other know, like just keep them updated a bit. And that's when he started noticing what's it called, the relationship kind of changing, because before they used to if one of them goes out, they will let each other know, they'll keep each other updated in regards saying, oh hey, I think I'll be home around this time, or nah, I'm still going out with me and the girls are still doing this. But there was one night where she went out and she didn't message him, didn't give provide any response on that stuff. And that's when he started to think that, oh, something's off, there's something off about our relationship, about our situation. I think he also explained that what made it even hard was the fact that they were still living together during the breaks, the cracks in their relationship. So that kind of like made it even more difficult. But you could see that he was stopping himself from saying certain things, because there was times when he's like kept saying, and I'm just like, damn it, like you could just tell that there was real love. I think that, which God, she can probably even say the same thing. I don't want to speak for her, but there was real love in this relationship, and I think that they both cared for each other, all that stuff. And he does seem like someone that he generally loved this girl, he cared for this girl, all that stuff. And unfortunately, it went, they went their separate ways and all that stuff. To be honest, I don't think what's it called, even though he did make mention of the fact that they were still together when the kiss happened and all that stuff, it did, what's it called, I will say, like, the way he was so respectful, it didn't even seem like, he was bashing her or anything like that. Or it was something for us to, at one point I even forgot, oh, this guy's actually talking about the fact that this girl cheated on him. Because the way he like presented it, it didn't even seem like that. I had not even comprehended, like, oh, this guy's actually saying this, because of just how careful he was with his words. So what's it called? I'll go what's called. Big ups to Dami, for sharing his truth.
Yeah.
Because you also have to I don't really think any man really wants to like go say, yeah, I was cheated on.
Yeah.
I don't really think like any guy wants to like say that stuff, but I think maybe this is his way of, him speaking his truth and also letting it known that, yeah, guys, we're not in a relationship. It's done and dusted. All that stuff.
That's hard to digest.
I know.
No, but yeah, the more and more you're talking about it, I think I may watch
Yeah, I think you should watch it.
But yeah, I'm already feeling the bitter pill that I'm gonna have to swallow. But yeah, I think I'm gonna watch it, and yeah, especially after that whole my commentary towards Shaq, I definitely did speak to myself. Like, I do need to make a more conscious effort to also look out for my black men. We need looking out
Your
for
brothers
as well, my black brothers. And I actually see me and Dami becoming friends, so I don't want to talk too tough on this whole thing.
Oh, but you also heard about
what's that?
This thing you guys have, Love Island after
Not
Sun?
this one. You people have. Yeah, she's not returning.
Yeah, but a lot of people seem to like. I heard the first one I heard was Sam Thompson. He wasn't returning.
But I don't think he was even on the last one. Well, All Stars at least though.
But he said he wasn't They said that he wasn't returning. Then I heard her and Amy are returning.
Yeah.
So we're just like, is something going on apart, because like the fact that they're just like all announcing around the same time, just like either they got new people, maybe this after Sun ain't gonna be like here anymore.
Yeah, I wonder. Yeah, even me, I'm thinking the same thing. I'm just like, okay, so where do we go from here? Because it's not as if anybody was complaining. No, I wasn't complaining about the way they were doing their job. I definitely feel like they've done a great job, and they've played a huge part in.
I was thinking maybe they're gonna spice up and bring some like other people. So because you're the Love Island guy, like since their season, is anybody be spicing it up?
The only person I think of is Whitney. The
only person I'm thinking of is Whitney.
Maybe, but the only thing with that, this whole concept, it didn't even ever cross my mind until it happens. Then when it happened, I was like, this makes sense. Because I'm not gonna lie to you, I didn't see Indiyah in this light until she was put in this light. Do you get? So I don't know. Maybe there are people that they have an eye on.
Maybe they're trying to change up,
and they may come and bring in a different vibe, a new vibe. Great. So I cannot really tell an older one, but all I do know is that as a supporter of Indiyah, I am very proud of
her growth.
Yeah, very proud of the growth. Very proud of everything. The role she has, played in the whole Love Island universe. Like the fact that she was put in a position, I don't think was, by necessarily luck or chance. Like, and even if it was started off that way, she has proven herself. The fact that she's been able to sustain it, do other things outside of this Love Island thing. So yeah,
it's like a one-hit wonder. He's been able to like take one song and then create a whole career.
Yeah, and not as if like when you really think about it, I'm not gonna lie, I don't know how she has found herself in this position. Not to say she doesn't deserve to be in this position. Because when you even think about it, during her season, she wasn't necessarily the biggest personality. It's not sexual. Her look stood her out.
Oh, yeah,
like her
definitely.
hair. Do you understand? It stood her out. But you know, in terms of like personalities you recall from Love Island, because of her sustainability since the show, of course you cannot forget Indiyah. But when you really when I really think back to her season, I don't necessarily remember
Who
maybe
was
a
in her
line.
season? Who was in her season?
Dami.
And of course I know he was in the season.
But Dami was there. What's the name of those other people? I think that's the same season with them Ekansu. I think so. I think Ekansu Davide were in
Okay.
that season. This blonde girl, Tasha, the guy that she was in, yeah, those people were in that season.
Who won that season? I know it'll be Ekin. Would it be Ekinsu?
That were Ekansu and Davide.
So who came in second?
Eh?
Who came in second?
Who? Into them came in like third.
Yeah, I know. So who came second?
Okay, was that the same season? Pardon me. Luca and some other girl. That girl that her father is famous. That she rides
Dami.
horses. No,
Oh no, Gemma.
Gemma. Mm-hmm.
Gemma.
I think that they were in the same. I think those people were in the same season.
Oh, that season was quite boring.
Eh?
I don't even watch this thing, but that season seemed boring. I don't even watch
Indiyah's hair made it interesting. Indiyah's hair definitely made it. We haven't seen that hair before, so like that's the thing. Like, you know, the hair definitely made her unforgettable when it came to that season. But yeah, as I was saying, I don't think she's necessarily one of the biggest personalities out of the Love Island universe. So for her to be able to, you know, grow and develop this career since then, it's very impressive. Very impressive. And big ups to her because she's proven that she's in the right place. So yeah, I look forward to seeing what is to come next for her, and let's see what's going to happen with Love Island moving forward. Because yeah, I don't even know why they're like. I don't get why people switch things up that, you know, are not a problem. But let's see. I don't know,
dude. But even going back to that your thing where like you were shocked by how much you was making all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know another reason why I can never be shocked anymore?
Right.
I was watching reruns of Teen Moms.
Mm-hmm.
Teen Moms 1 and 2.
Mm-hmm.
And these people have season over season over seasons. So you just see the way these people started out to the next minute I'm seeing a G-Wagon, I'm seeing a mansion and all that stuff, I'm seeing a farm they own. I would just like, I was like, with all the from seeing where you started in point A to now point D, I'm just like, I won't be shocked the rise of teen mom pregnancies if this is what we're getting.
Jesus, because I'm not teen mom, that's why I'm not driving G-Wagon yet.
I was like, this girl This girl started from her and her sister living in this small place, and then you just see this woman. Now she's the breadwinner. She has the mansion. She has the G-Wagon.
Because I know the teen
mom.
But that's
my morals are stopping me.
That's the thing with this life. Like it literally just takes that one moment, that one bright moment. Because
that one pregnancy.
Like, who would have thought when they were giving birth as teenagers that this was going to get them here? Who would have thought?
A whole farm. Like with one girl, what's it called? Mm-hmm. She now even has her own show on what are those ones where they're always building houses. You know that network?
TLC.
I think maybe it's TLC or HGTV.
Okay.
But her and her husband, she was a teen mom, but her and the baby daddy didn't work out. And then you see her growth and this girl started off with, trying to get a job as in a salon and all that stuff, working to try and get her university credits so she'd be able to get that job. And now you see the way this girl is building houses, her and her husband. I said, I've been the wrong professional.
Fam, no, like that's how. Like it literally just takes one moment. So we're waiting for that one moment. It's not easy, but yeah, it literally just takes one moment because, yeah, that's how. No, I don't know. I really don't know because when you're aware that this is what is possible, why on God's earth should I settle? That is just what's in my mind. Why on God's earth should I settle so that you lot can say I'm doing something? Like, and the things I'm actually so tired of talking. Like that's another thing. I'm actually so tired of talking. I'm just like this thing flipping clip because I know what we can do. So when is that gonna happen?
Everyone has, it's just that one thing.
That's the thing. Just that you just need that one moment, that one opportunity for your life to change, literally. But yeah, it's the waiting periods. Easy.
Some people wait 9 months and they have their moment.
It's not easy. But one thing I do recognize myself here, I actually do not think I'm that patient because
I think I'm the same. I don't think I'm that patient.
yeah, I don't think I'm that patient. Like, because even recently, I've been noticing a lot of the time, like, I've been watching stuff. I'm like, can we get to the point? Don't waste my time. Like, I don't have time for all this,
Movies.
Yes,
To feel like
a lot
that.
of these movies, like even on Instagram, like if I'm watching a reel and you're talking too much before getting to the point, I'm like, I don't get to the
The
point. I don't have time for this. So I'm like, maybe I need to work on this patience thing, and that is why
Yeah,
that is something I'm meant to
definitely.
gain
I
from
need to
this
work on that as
season.
well.
Yeah, because I'm just like a lot of the time, I'm just like, please let's get to the point. And I've been checking myself, I'm like, Clint, you're really not patient. But that also, I think another reason why I'm not that patient in this season is because I feel like I don't have time to do, I don't have time for leisure. So when it is I'm having that leisure, it's like, please let's get to the fun part, sharp, sharp, like, because I don't have time. Before you know it now, my break is over. I need to get back to what I'm doing. And it also makes me think, like, recently I've been talking to a lot of my friends here, and we're all saying the same thing. You ask everybody, how are you doing?
Yeah.
Everybody's tired.
Facts.
No, like literally everybody's. I'm tired. You're tired. My friend is tired. Your friend is tired. And like literally just this past week, everybody I was speaking to was tired. Literally, some of us were falling asleep on the phone. Some of us were taking a nap during the call. I was just like, what is going on? Some of us are talking up until we sleep.
Some of us are just like, I don't know how our parents did this. How they got up every, like, for how many years, put on their boots, got in that car, and said, "Yep, let me go and do this thing," and then come back and like, I've got to give it up to them. Like, those people who have their children's motivations, tick for you guys.
But that's something that crossed my mind though. Like, it's one thing to be a parent and to be feeling tired, but for us to be, this tired now, and I get like we have so much going on. Like, I feel like a lot of us we're doing a number of things at the same time in the same season. You got people that they have their 9 to 5s, and as they're having their 9 to 5s, they're trying to start up something. They have their side hustle. They're tapping into the entrepreneurial bag. Then a lot of us are in, maybe different activities that we engage with on a weekly basis, that kind of thing. Then you also have family commitments, things like that. Before you know it, it's like day in, day out, you don't even get a minute to yourself. So I get it why we're so tired, but it's like, is it normal that we're this busy at this age? And I'm like, as much as you're saying, yeah, we tip our hats off to our parents, like, were they feeling this busy and this tired at our age? Or do we feel like this is a Gen Z thing of like, because we are so much as much as I'm saying this thing of like, oh my gosh, see what people are accomplishing in this, creative space. One could also say that because we're so accessible to this kind of information now with social media, we're almost like pushing ourselves to try and get to those things now, because we're seeing other people are getting it now.
Yeah. I don't think it's a bad thing. I even think the stats are even showing it that what's it called? We have the highest turnovers in 9 to 5. Like, a lot of us aren't lasting. A lot of us aren't even lasting a year.
Yeah.
Let alone what's it called? 9 months or 6 months. Like, we're just, and a lot of people are saying the reason why is their mental health.
Yeah.
They're not willing to sacrifice their mental health or the strain or the stress of the job, and that some of them are, and that's why well, from the stats, a lot of them are saying that's been a key factor for why they're not doing that. Yeah. So, and I think also that the reason why that plays a huge part is because I don't think what's it called, even though we talk about it, I still think that mental health is still something new. Like, we're still getting new resources. We're now seeing people actually, take these things into consideration and all that stuff. So that's why people are able to like now see the signs and be like, you know what, this is happening. I know what it is. I need to check out before it gets even worse.
Yeah, I hear you. No, but I was just like, wow, we're all really in the same boat. Like, literally, I was just talking to a number of my friends last week. All of us are saying the same thing. I'm like, you're not the only one. Everybody I've spoken to this week seems to be tired. Like, we're just all tired because everybody's just trying to figure this thing out.
Facts.
I'm just like,
no one's giving us a handbook. No one's giving us a handbook. Yeah, we go to university, and then after that, we're like, thrown into the walls.
And I'll keep saying, I do not think adulting is spoken about, addressed enough. Like, I don't even think we even see it on television enough. I don't think we see it.
Well, we did see it on that, what's it called, Dreaming Whilst Black. I think that was like a really good what's it called?
Okay.
What's it called?
Representation.
Representation.
Yeah, but still, like that is one compared to how many other
True,
shows.
yeah.
Like I feel like
I also think Tracy Beaker low key.
I don't think so.
Yeah,
Adulting.
Yeah, I think what's it called? When we saw Tracy Beaker growing up, we saw the struggle that she was going through. You know, her dream was to be a writer and all that stuff. She just assumed that, yep, I've gotten my degree. I had this. I'm now going to get into this publishing.
Okay.
And we saw the difficulties of her even reaching that stage.
Okay.
Because remember when she first
but was this Tracy Beaker or what was the name of that show?
The Dumping Ground.
What was it? The Dumping Ground that show was called? Because I feel like she definitely had like is it a spin-off?
No, Tracy Beaker return. It's something like that.
Something like that. Yeah, like that. Yeah. Like the original Tracy
yeah, we
Beaker.
saw her like she was what's it called when she basically returned before we got to the scene of her coming working in the care home.
Mm-hmm.
We saw the difficulties that she was struggling. She had these dreams, aspiration. She basically had, now I've made it out of the and I have a what's it called a mum who's also an author.
Mm-hmm.
I've gotten my degree like. Yeah, it's now time, and we saw her struggle and stuff. Like the only reason she actually eventually left is because she finally got the thing. But see how long it took her to get there.
Yeah.
So as I said, I think they touched up on it a bit. They didn't cover it as much, but it's only like when I look back, I realized, oh, they were showing something. They just didn't go into depth with it.
Yeah, yeah. But still, though, these are 2 shows out of how many shows we have on television. Like, I feel like television they capture a lot more of like maybe definite periods of time, whether it be secondary school or whether it be you're looking for a relationship, you're getting married, and you're building up a family.
I think another person
adulting process I do not think is captured enough.
I think another people that another drama that spoke about it, I know they're gonna be like, how Whitney, you in this show, One Tree Hill.
Okay, I don't know anything about that show.
But they covered it like what's it called? So it started off with them as teenagers in high school and stuff, and then we saw glimpses of them at university, and then we see them becoming adults, and we actually see like there's one girl really into music, really into drawing, very creative. She's been like that since since the beginning of the show while she was in high school and stuff, and her aim was to get into the music industry. She got a job as as in the mailroom of the music industry. So we saw like the struggles and the growth before she actually like became an A&R.
Wow.
And that stuff. And at even one point she had to like I think one of her friends gave her a loan for her to be able to create her own thing because she was I guess struggling, or she wasn't in love with what that industry was doing in regards to the artists that she really believed should be shown more in the spotlight. So that's why she eventually created her own. You see another you also see the struggles of one of them who's been into basketball since he was young, and you see the difficulties of staying fit and also having to compete with all the other people to the point where he's thinking, can I actually make it into this league? And then eventually he does and all that stuff, but then he gets into an accident.
Oh, no.
So then you've seen all this guy work all hard. He's worked all.
Is this a what's it called, drama show? Or...
Yeah.
Okay, I was about to say. It's not real life. It's very sad.
You've seen him like work so hard, be pressured by his father to get into the NBA. Finally gets into an accident. He's now really, and then he gets drunk, and after he like basically loses his career, he gets drunk and that stuff. And you realize that wow, this guy's only prepared for the NBA from the beginning. From when he touched the basketball to the NBA, this guy's not thought of what will happen after the NBA. So say for example, he didn't even get into. Say for example,
we have a Puffpuffandteapodcast.
There's
the F side to us and there's the T side to us. But continue.
But if you see the way like what's it called, but even what's it called, it's after my watching it for the 3rd time because I've now watched this show 5 times in a row in different ways. Different sections of my life. But the third, after watching it for the 3rd time, that's when I realized like, oh my god, that's when it really hit me. I was like, oh my gosh, this guy had only prepared himself for the NBA. He never thought of anything else. So then my head was like, so if this man retired, what was he thinking after he retires? What was going to happen? And they really hit you about the real life NBA stars who started from this guy didn't start from the bottom. Let me just tell you that he did not start from the bottom. But people that started from the bottom, got to the NBA, do the whole NBA thing, and then after they leave the NBA career, they're struggling to meet their lifestyle stuff. And some of them aren't ready to like do the 9 to 5. Another reason, also a lot of them are finding it difficult to get into the 9 to 5 because they've never done it before.
Yeah.
So their mindset is now like switched up on that stuff. So like, yeah, that show made me rethink thing called about all these people who like, you know, go have only one plan and don't have another plan. But basically, going back, there are shows that touch up on it. You sometimes have to like, you know, look for them.
But we shouldn't have to, because this is a major part of life, and everybody actually goes through it. And yeah, it's not easy. It's not easy. Like honestly, right now, I would say adulting is hard, and I feel like why it is hard is because, you know, you very quickly have to make what seems like big decisions for what seems like decisions that would determine the rest of your life. So that is a lot. So it's not even just a thing of like, oh, what's it called? Maybe getting the things that you want, but it's also a thing of like, is it the right things to want? You also have those questions in your mind like, okay, are these the right things that I'm going after? Are these the right things that I want? You know, am I at the right place I should be at right now? Like and that's why I feel like even the tiredness that we're talking about, it's not even just a physical thing. Like we're tired in so many different aspects. I have friends that you can tell they're spiritually tired. Like they've been praying and praying about something and just seems to not be clicking, or everything seems to be going a completely different direction. Like they're spiritually tired. You have those that, you know, they're working so much to the point like they're physically tired. Like all they do while they're awake is work. You have those ones. So you have those that are mentally tired. It's like they're battling in their head, like, am I making the right decision? Am I doing everything I need to be doing? Things like that. Like all of this is, let's not even get started with the financially tired. Like, fam, this adulting thing, there is so much to it, and it is a lot. And I don't, maybe these people don't even want to, what's it called, showcase the hardness that comes with adulting, and maybe that's why we do not see it, you know, because I'm not gonna, it's not very pretty. It is not very pretty. Like I don't know whether you feel like different. Maybe your adulting process is very pretty. I don't
Excuse me.
So
excuse me.
Maybe your adulting process is pretty. Sorry, that's what I meant to say.
Clinton.
No, because
it's like you no, but me, they were saying it may be pretty. You have to divide what's it called? Even just from watching episode 1 of this thing, you have not seen this. You haven't seen the struggle thing.
I can guess and say yes. Whitney will probably agree with me, but I don't want to, as you know,
I didn't say it.
Be able to say it for yourself, because like, yeah, because I'm trying to think like, I don't. Are there people that the adulting process is pretty?
There's some people that, yeah, what's it called? This is what they wanted. They've been able to achieve it.
Yeah, it's not to say that it's like things are not going to be achieved. It's just the process. I think
some people have like really planned the process and been able to go through that process.
True.
But there's also those people that, like, you know, they started the process, they're going through this process, and in the like halfway there, once they reach their goal, they're like,
I don't want to say anymore.
Yeah, they should turn back. I'm just like, nah.
That's the thing. It's just like, it's a lot of things to figure out. And yeah, it's just.
I think the best song to be able to play is "Life Is a Highway."
It definitely consider a journey.
Life is a highway.
I'm actually tired of talking. I'm tired of talking. I was just like, can things just be, man?
Just be. Has anything interesting happened on your side of the pond?
No, just work, trying to get my life together.
Work.
Yeah, work and trying to get my life together. Yeah, my weekend was a bit eventful, so that was good. I do feel like I should be getting out more, because like when you do get out more, you know, you get inspiration. You don't know where it's gonna come from, but you get it. Like just being in one place, you may just be oblivious to what's going on around you. So yeah, it's nice when I get out. But my friends, half the time, are the people that motivate. Both of the things I went out for this weekend were because my friends asked me to come. So yeah. I don't know whether I will change and become that person that will be like, okay, guys, let's go out. Or, okay, let me just go out on a solo trip. I don't know about that, but I do see the advantages of getting outside.
Yeah, I love a good walk.
Yeah, I haven't gotten there.
Yeah,
I had a friend that did like, how long was it? All I recall, they walked for like 4 hours through a mountain with like a random group of people. I'm like, how inspirational.
Dude, I hope she filmed that.
Huh?
I hope she filmed that.
She posted some things on her what's the cool story. But yeah, she ain't one of my colleagues. She ain't a content creator, so it's not expected of her.
No, I'm just saying, like, just filming that journey.
Oh, but yeah, I was just like, wow, like the people that really be putting themselves out there. I'm just like,
Yeah,
wow. But that's the people put themselves out there in different ways, and
I
this
know.
is their
Like
avenue of
one,
putting themselves out
like
there. Eh?
yeah, like people that go on the grinder.
When, how did you get there?
They're putting themselves out there. Go grind.
How did we actually get there? And I think it's Tinder.
Yeah, but it's also grinder.
Okay,
I
okay. Then
saw this interesting
what's
post
that?
about people who went through their boyfriend's phone and what they found.
Okay.
Okay.
Before we even get into this, yeah, let's first. Do you know, I was even speaking to my friend about this recently, yeah, coincidentally.
Another
And
blasting your
I've been
friends.
saying this, eh?
Another putting your friend out there.
Lol, but
Mates.
you lot don't know the friends I'm talking about. Even if my friends know, okay, we've grown. That's the thing. You need other people to grow as well, and that is why we're sharing these stories. But yeah,
Have they given you consent to share the stories?
it's a story that we can learn from. So I'm doing my part. They're probably
Okay.
gonna, even if they don't get it now in the future,
Oh
they'll be
my
like totally
gosh.
understand.
I just
Well,
remember the thing I said I was going to go back to, but continue, sorry.
okay. So yeah, what it is, yeah. Before we even get into this thing we're talking about, yeah, I've been knowing this. My friend has finally caught on to this. In this life, never search through anybody's phone. It is a waste of
Agree.
time. Huh?
Agree.
It's a waste of time. One, people have said it before. That thing you're looking for, you will find it if you go through that phone. So if you do take that step, you better be ready to follow up with that step. Not the one that you have gone through the phone and now all you're doing is crying. What are you doing with your tears?
She now has the evidence. She thought
She,
it, but she
but
didn't have
what
the
are you doing with the
evidence.
evidence?
Huh?
What are you
She
doing
now
there?
knows.
Just put yourself through emotional stress that you cannot do anything about.
What do you mean she can't do anything? She now has the proof to be able to say, okay, it's time for me to go. It's time for me
But that's the
paranoia.
problem. There's some, they'll see the evidence and all they'll do is cry and sit in it and say, oh my God. Maybe they'll hold it inside, or even if they didn't go and confront the person about it, all they'll do is just, throw a fit, then still stay in the situation. So those are the most stupid of them all.
Some of them have gotten cars.
Eh?
Some of them have gotten cars because that's it.
But
some of them have gotten family members coming to their house begging them to take the man back.
But at least that one you took the step of stepping away. But my own is those that they get the evidence, they get what they're looking for and still stay. They don't do anything about it. So what was the point? At least before you could have been blissfully oblivious. Why don't you stay
No,
there?
but it should probably still be in their mindset that, oh, there's a possibility to do that. And that will probably drive them insane and leads them to checking the phone.
Okay, but now that you know, what have you done with the information?
Yeah, it depends on the
That
person.
is my own. That is my own. If you are going to look for that information, and I would still get back to my original point, don't ever go through anybody's phone because the truth will always come to the light. It's as simple as that. You don't need to look for anything. What you need to know, you will find out.
But some people don't want to wait to find out. Some people want to know, so they'll be like, let me know now. Let me know if I've already wasted 5 years of my life.
Okay. But I still stand by what I'm saying. I do not encourage anybody to go through anybody's phone. But my own is that I will not even encourage you to have that mindset of worrying or putting yourself through, that mental stress of like, oh, are they doing this? Are they doing that? Don't worry about that. If they are, you will find out. So just concentrate on the now. And right now, all the evidence you have is that this person is here. Oh. So if you're meant to find that around, the person is also in other places, you'll find that out. And when that happens, we'll now deal with it. So that is my disclaimer before we get into this. But yes.
Oh yeah. But before I even go on this, do you know what's the saddest level of brokenness? And I just found I realized this like on a Saturday when I was watching Tea Moms, when you cannot even afford a DNA test.
I shouldn't have to afford one in my lifetime. God forbid.
That's the saddest level of brokenness.
That should not be a purchase
when
in my
you
life.
Can't even afford to get a DNA test and figure out if it's your kid. I don't know. But the girl was basically saying that, because she was pregnant, she's like, and the guy was saying that, he doesn't, what's it called? How do I know it's my kid and all that stuff? You're with other guys and all that stuff. And the girl was like, you're the only one I was with during that period and all that stuff. And then the girl was like, if he's saying he's not the father, that's fine, but I'm not going to go through all the effort of paying for a DNA test when I already know that he's the father. And then the guy's like, yeah, I can't afford one, so I'm gonna wait. And I'm just looking at this guy wait for what?
Wow, that's really the father.
And then I realized that this guy's probably waiting to gather up enough money to get the DNA test. I was like, that's the saddest. That is just so sad when you can't even afford to get a DNA test.
How sad.
So you may even be forced to be taking care of this kid until you can afford to get a DNA test and say I should not be be responsible for this kid.
Wow, that's why I know who you're opening your legs for. Then we'll not have these kind of questions, okay? But yeah, but even as you're speaking about this money thing, it also brought another thing to my mind that I saw, and there was basically this. I think it's Peller that said it, but one of these Nigerian media personalities, and he basically said that. But I actually didn't read the whole thing, but I just saw the headline. I was just like, lol. But it's also smart though. This guy said that he will never allow his account balance to be anything less than 100 million. He doesn't care who is dying. His account balance is never going to go
What's
below
100 million
100
pounds?
million naira. It's probably about 100k, almost 100k
100,000
pounds. Yeah,
pounds.
yeah. So I was just like, oh wow, so you have that kind of money, and two, wow, that makes sense, and I agree. And honestly, as you said that, me too, I'm probably going to follow in that mindset. But yeah, I need to adjust my brackets right now. Then in the future, it's going to move. In the future, but like that's actually smart. But I was just like, wow, so God forbid your mother, you ain't gonna what's it called?
Mom, she used to be like, what's it called? Mommy, I'll pray for you. All the times you pray for me, I will pray back for you.
No, but honestly, I respect it. And especially, I don't know his background.
He's probably like, but mommy, say if I give you this money and you still, unfortunately, go. That means what's called? Not only have I lost you, but I'm lost and broke. What will I do? You know, like you come and
Trust,
also, and it's also
God, not in your money.
And then he's also probably thinking like, even if he's weighing out the options like, if I give it to her and unfortunately it doesn't work, now not only have I wasted money, but I mean, what's it called? Yeah, not only has this been a waste of my money, but I'm also broke. And then if it does work, I'm just like, but I'm still broke.
Lol.
What do I gain from this?
Lol. No, but honestly, since that's him, I'm like, well, do you know what? I respect this. I'm not even going to argue about it. I actually respect it because, yeah, finances are very important.
That even brings me something.
We're bringing ourselves to lots of things today.
Yeah,
what's that?
There's a lot of money talk to be going on stuff. But do you know something that I just find difficult to do? Reminding people about the money they borrowed from me, or asking them, when do you think you're going to pay me back? When I tell you, there was one time I was in Manchester around the time, so I was living in my own place in Manchester, so I was already paying rent and all that stuff. So there's a lot of finance going in and out. Bro, when I was talking to my guy, and I was basically saying like, I just randomly we're just saying that, oh, I think roughly I've like it collectively comes to £800 that I've like given out to people collectively.
Yeah.
And then he was asking, oh, when I told him when it was like, it's been like 4 months or something, and he was just like, you need to ask for it back, Whitney. I'm just like, it's so an uncomfortable situation, like asking your friend, oh, I remember that money you gave me, yeah, and when are you gonna pay it back? I was just basically saying, I just find it cringeworthy or that stuff.
Yeah.
It's giving like I'm broke, or like it's giving that I'm desperate for the money back and that stuff, or like I'm dependent on this money. So like when I tell you, this guy sent me a message saying, when all you should do is copy and paste and send it. Copy and paste and send it. If you want, I will call them. Because he was like,
supportive person.
When he was like, how are you telling me you spent £800? You spent £800
That's
on these people?
1.6M, you know.
Naira.
So imagine somebody say, "Rah, they've borrowed at 1.6M, and somebody has not returned it back." So to him, it's like, you're talking about millions, Whitney. You've borrowed out to somebody, so it makes sense. But honestly, I completely hear you. Even me, I kind of like share the same sentiment. But I think, you know, I've gotten better with it. I don't give a heck. Like, especially.
But you think you're more confident with family? You think you're more confident with family?
I think I'm confident across the whole board.
Because about to say, yeah. Because when you just said that now, I just thought of the time when. I just thought the time when you said that was good, that you find it difficult. I just really started remember the time when you.
No. I feel like with time that this phase that you're in, I've moved past it. Like, if I've borrowed you money and you've told me with your mouth you're gonna, you know, send me back this money, or you're borrowing this money, and the time now elapsed, I may give you a week or so. But if it started to get long, and I gentle reminder, that is my own gentle reminder. This thing, what is the plan? When are you planning to pay me back? Because I didn't say now my money. It's not as if somebody's dashed me money. It's my hard-earned money. So okay, when is it coming back to my account where it rightfully belongs? So yeah. But that's how, do you know, there was somebody here that asked me recently for money. Yeah, can you imagine the cheek of Nigerians here? and that, I'm not gonna lie to you, Nigerians that live in Nigeria, yeah, don't use this against me, yeah. But Nigerians that live out were based in Nigeria, when they borrow money, I just remove it from my mind. Because can you imagine, yeah? I was speaking to somebody recently, yeah, and the person was like basically asking for something, and I was just like, right now I'm not in the position to do that. I have my money in a few different places, and can you imagine, yeah, you're asking me for something. Do you know what this person's response was? He was like, I understand. This UK people don't get money.
This is one of your friends.
It's not my friends. Like, it's not even my friend. It's just somebody that, you know.
It's an acquaintance.
I will not even get it that far, you know.
But I'm just about to say the fact that the person asking you for money.
I was shocked, but I was just like, the fact that you're asking me must be really desperate. So I was just like, no problem. But I was just like, fam, in the position that you're in, this is what you have to say, that people in this UK don't get money. Like,
no, mine's the opposite. What's it called? To be honest, right? Yeah, one person was just like, what's it called? One was like the opposite. The person was like, but you live in the UK. That was their response.
I'm just like, no, like when people be borrowing money and there's a tone of entitlement. It's like, excuse me? No,
you only borrow money and then the next time that you see them outside, you see them spending money on like stupid stuff. And you're looking at yourself and you're just like, there were times where I'll be like fixing my face because I'm like,
lol. No, but that's the thing. Like, by God's grace, we'll get to a place where we will just be.
No, but what's it called?
Releasing the money.
But you know what even reminded me of the topic? Because we were talking about the interview with Madam Gold, the person who plays Madam Gold. Is it Chooks?
Steve Chooks.
Stephen Chooks. And when he was basically saying that if you like, he will collect his money.
Yeah.
Even now in his position, he's going to collect his money.
Yeah.
If you say you're going to pay me back, I'm going to collect my money.
Yeah. No, because if not, fam, because at the end of the day, yeah, when you have money, you probably make plans with that money in mind. Do you get me? So somebody coming to borrow that money, okay, you're taking it for now, but I still have plans for that money, so I need it to come back so that plan can be executed. That kind of thing. So that's the thing. Plus, even like the respect for somebody's word. If you say you're going to do something, follow through with it. If not, in the future, I would think twice before agreeing to this your borrowing of money, because I know your definition of borrowing is not necessarily borrowing. So yeah, if you want this respect to continue like this, you follow up with your word and you do the needful. And sometimes people simply forget, you know. Like like I don't get it, but there are those ones that, because I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm not somebody that is comfortable borrowing money, to be frank.
Facts,
so
I'm not.
I do not see myself forgetting such a thing. Even as we're speaking now, I really think about something I need to send over to you. I'm not gonna I'm not comfortable owing people money. I'm not gonna lie. But I do know.
I want to go. Even me, I don't feel comfortable. I don't feel comfortable. Like if you say, oh, when is your bill? I'm going to send it that day.
Now, I don't want to linger.
No.
Let nobody ever come out and say on no Instagram story, no TikTok live that Clinton is owing them money. God forbid, never.
But I rather yes, you owe me money, but me owe you money.
No, I'm telling you. I'd rather sit in my house and eat my father's food
than
to go outside.
You're talking to a girl that was rather struggle than ask for money. Now it's what's it called? I owe someone money. No,
that is not the agenda.
That's not the goal.
That's not how this dynamic works. No. So
you will not catch my name.
Yeah, but that's just the thing. We're like that. Other people are different. So sometimes that person needs that reminder. So do not hesitate. Remind them. And
there's what's it called? There's someone and you've seen all that stuff. But there's the person's gotten to a point where when they're with their friends, their friends and the person's like, oh, let's go out and all that stuff. Their friends is making excuses to not go because they're like, but if I go, I will be one stuck with this bill. Yeah. And I will not pay you.
You'll not be paid back.
And the worst thing is when I remember there was even one situation where the person was like, oh yeah, what's it called? You pay and then what's it called? I'll pay you back. And the person who said he was going to pay him back, that guy was friends with they had a mutual friend. So when the guy was chasing the guy that said I'm going to pay you back for the money, the guy was unresponsive, not picking up the call, that stuff. So the mutual friend was like, basically now you've got the mutual friend like being pushed into it. He's saying that, dude, isn't this your friend? Isn't this someone you vouch for and that stuff? Like the person owes me money and the person not even pick up my call. Can you imagine how that friend is feeling? Yeah. Like, bro, because now you're making me look bad for this friend. Yeah. And what's it called? Now we're about to have issues because it didn't even involve me.
Yeah, I think I know the gist you're talking about.
No, but I'm just saying such situations like that, bro, That's why sometimes, bro, just stay at, as you said, just stay at home.
Honestly, stay at home. You have to be outside, You actually do not. And that's the thing, yeah. And I feel like we already spoke about this thing recently, yeah. Like people like to, I don't know whether it's this hunger to showcase a certain level of independence, but it's okay to accept that right now. Do you know what? Let me tap into my dependent bag. Let me tap back into my parents' bag. I'm not saying, wow, you should rely on it, but if there is a moment where, do you know what right now I don't have my stuff together, it's okay to remember I have parents and they are capable of supporting me to some capacity. That is fine. Rather than going outside and just living up a lie, trying to live up to the expectations that you cannot maintain and causing yourself such embarrassment. It's just unnecessary. Like, remember your parents' home, okay? Those of you that are out there that prefer to be homeless than being your parents' home, remember your parents have a home.
So this is getting deeper. Let's bring it down. Let's bring it down. It's seeming like daggers.
I don't know what this is about.
It sounds like a message.
I don't know what, whoever this message reaches, however it impacts, that's not my that is not my own. My own is just to, I always just have conversations, and if you resonate, if you can, what's it called? If it resonates with the conversation, so be it. That's what conversation is about. So those, like, what? So maybe also we should do our parts. I don't know why this laughing is hard, man. I just made a general statement and you're laughing. But like that, it happens. There are people that rather be homeless than bringing themselves down to accept that. Do you know what? I need a bit of help right now. Let me, speak to my parents. For what reason? Your parents, I don't. By God's grace, you have good parents. I do not see why they will leave you out to dry when you're in a bind. So, accept that right now you don't have yourself together and go back home. You get me? And you'll grow from that. That's just my own. So, yeah.
Moving on.
Mm-hmm.
Go pretty fossil.
Lol.
So I'm going through their boyfriend's phones and what they found.
Yeah.
So this woman, she said she found a whole group chat where he and his boys were rating the girls they were sleeping with. I went through his phone because he was acting distant and secretive. I found a WhatsApp group called Men Dem with him and 6 of his friends. I opened it and wanted to throw up. They were sharing pictures of girls they slept with, some with faces showing, some without, rating them. She's a 6/10 in bed. This one's too loud. This one, no shabby. They were sharing details, intimate details, laughing about the girls, making jokes. Then I saw my name.
At least it's her name. I was about to ask, I was like, at least is he rating her? Because at least maybe he's not cheating now.
One of his friends asked, "How's Blessing?
Mm-hmm.
You're still hitting that?" My boyfriend replied, "Yeah, she's cool, good girl. Probably gonna keep her around for a while. She's not like the others. She actually cares about me. Lol, I'm cool."
See, actually, she's trying to play up for the man them, Maybe he's loyal. That's good.
So, what's it called? I'm cool. I'm something. Wait, I'm something. And he said, "Oh," she said, "What's it called? I'm cool. I'm something he's hitting. I'm being kept around." I scrolled more and found messages about other girls he's been sleeping with while with me.
Oh.
He says, "Bro, I hit 2 girls this weekend. Blessing on Friday. This new chick, Sandra, on Saturday."
Oh.
His friends were praising him, boss man, legend, for cheating. I saw pictures of the girls I don't know, conversations about planning hookups. Then what's it called? He says, lies he told to different girls. The most disgusting part, they were sharing nudes. Girls sent them privately, sharing them to the group chat. They are pictures girls sent in trust, and they were sharing them like trading cards. I felt sick. I went through his gallery, deleted the pictures and videos I found, and also cleared and deleted from the group. I exited the group. I left his house while he was in the shower. Blocked him everywhere. He's been calling from different numbers, begging to talk. It's over between us. No explanation can save him at this point. Men really have group chats where they brag about disrespecting women, and they wonder why we don't trust them.
Well done. Is the story done?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well done. Well done. Because in all of this, yeah, if they didn't tell me what happened after this, I will not have much to say because that is my own. Like, there's no point finding this information and not doing anything about it. You found the information, you did the needful, and well done to you.
Big ups.
People need to learn from you because y'all, no, we cannot be tolerating that. At first, I was like, okay, if it's gonna stop there, then maybe it's not too bad. Maybe it's just playing out for the man then. But if we have cold evidence that is sitting on ice, it is what it is. Now, what are we gonna do about it? And you did something about it. So well done. We cannot complain there.
Next up is
Well done.
Shoma.
Okay, my
Cheers.
evil sister, she better not embarrass me.
I went through his
This on
phone.
your
No, I'm just saying. I don't know. I went through his phone and found out I was the side chick. We've been together for 2 years, living together for 6 months. I thought we were serious. He talked about marriage, about our future together. One night he fell asleep and left his phone unlocked on the bed. I wasn't even planning to snoop, but a message popped up. Baby, when are you coming home? The kids miss you. Kids? Home? My heart dropped. I opened the message. It was from a contact saved as T with a heart in his phone. I scrolled through his conversation and my whole world collapsed. He has a wife named TT, 2 children, and a whole family. And I'm the side chick living with him in what I thought was our apartment. Turned out that this is his Abuja apartment because he travels for business. He goes home every weekend. I thought he was visiting his sick mother in the village in Kaduna. His sick mother is a wife and 2 children. I scrolled back months in the messages. I discovered a lot. Meanwhile, he's in bed next to me, pretending to be a single man, building a future with me. I woke him up immediately, confronted him. He didn't even deny it. He said, I was going to tell you, I'm leaving her. Our marriage is dead. The same lies they all tell. I packed up my things the next morning, moved out while he was begging. 2 years of my life wasted on a married man I didn't even know was married. I was planning my wedding in my head while he had a wife in Kaduna. He's living a complete double life. I'm so traumatized. I don't trust anything men say anymore. I don't trust anything men say anymore. And if you get the chance to check the phone, check it. I'm glad I found out in 2 years instead of at 5 or 10.
Honestly, my apologies, Choma. Sorry, but this is actually not your fault, so don't blame yourself. And this man is not a reflection of all men. So yeah, it's sad right now. It may be hard, but you move past this and you'll find a better man and the one for you. So yeah, this is really not your fault. I don't think, yeah, now that we're even speaking about this, because as she said, yeah, if if you get the chance, check their phone. Like, I know there are people that they get that moment where they have that instinct that they need to go through their
That's
person's
what I'm
phone.
saying.
You get me? And do you know what? I hear that one, but I feel like.
But I also feel like once you have that instinct, just know that there's no trust then.
Yeah.
And then what's the point of the relationship?
Yeah.
Because if you're having those things, that's just the fact that you have those instincts should be enough to say that, bruh, there's no trust in this relationship. If I'm feeling those instincts.
Yeah. Because I feel like now that we're speaking about it more, I feel like the situations that I'm more skeptical of when it comes to like the way you navigate for in a relationship is those ones that is almost like an ultimatum, like throughout the whole relationship. Oh yeah, I need to have your passwords. Oh yeah, you need to open your phone. Oh yeah, why can't I get into your phone? Things like that. It like I find a bit worrying. It's like, where is there any trust there at all? Those ones that maybe are bringing past trauma into their current relationships, and it's like, okay, yeah, they just need to be what's it called? They just need to open access to their partner's phone with no real grounds. You get me? I feel like I will always say this here. I'm not going to be the kind of person here that will hide my phone. Like anybody that I can trust will have my password to my phone. Talk less of my wife. That kind of. So I don't see why it should be a big deal. But when it is being made to be a big deal, I think that is worrying, in my opinion. And mine is that why should you even put yourself in a position to be worried like that? Because what you need to find out, you will find out. So all these stresses are necessary. But trauma, well done. You'll be fine. I'm so sorry. You'll be fine.
Next up is Jennifer.
Not the Jennifer, God forbid. But continue.
I found out he was borrowing money from multiple women, telling them all different stories.
Oh, a sugar boy. Is that how do they call him? No.
He's a sugar baby.
So he has sugar mummies.
Yes.
Yeah.
I went through his phone one morning when I was quickly rushing out to get something, and what I found was shocking. He has conversations with at least 5 different girls where he asks for money. The one girl, my mom is sick. I need 200k for hospital bills. Please, babe, I'll pay you back. this goes back to our other conversation about borrowing money.
Mhm.
Yeah, to another girl, he said, my car broke down. I need 50K to fix it. You're the only one I can ask. Another, my rent is about to expire. Can you help me with 350K? I'm so embarrassed to ask. To me, he told the same stories, but at different times. I've given him over 500K since last year, thinking I'm helping my struggling boyfriend. Turned out he collects the money from all the girls and has not paid anyone back. I went through his messages and found out he's not broke like he claims. He has money in millions, and he's using the money from women to fund his lifestyle, clubbing, sporting bets, buying the things secretly. He's a professional lover boy scammer, and the messages he's telling each girl exactly what they want to hear. Textbook manipulation. And the worst part, I loved him. I thought he had something real. Turned out he turned out I'm just another ATM to him. When he returned, I confronted him. He didn't deny the situation and he pleaded with me to stay. I told him I would, but only if he refunded all the money I'd given him um since it was in his account. The money was for he begged and claimed that the money was for a client related to a project he was working on. I accepted his explanation and chose to stay.
Wow. Wow, you have lost me. Because I was even about to ask, okay, as you're begging him, or what's it called? You're allowing him to beg you and you're about to agree. What happens to the other girls? I don't get. There's no mention of what will happen to the other girls in all of this.
Eventually, he returned the 20K to me. Now,
It's only 20K. I thought she said she has borrowed him up to 500K.
where is it? Where? How much did you say?
What kind of cash loss is that? No, don't be dumb. Don't be dumb. Only 20. What's his 20K?
Yeah, shit. I've given him over 500K.
And now he's giving you back 20K.
20K.
Aren't you dumb? What's this girl's name again? Hope it's not another chama.
Because name is Jennifer.
Okay, Jennifer. Jennifer is very dumb. Very, very dumb. But continue.
She says, now I'm left wondering if you obtain that money. I'm now okay. I'm left wondering if you obtain that money from yet another client.
Oh wait, he's claiming these girls are clients.
Yes,
Okay.
but she put in quotes. I'm wondering if you got it from another client.
Where are we going with this story? Where are we going? Mm-hmm.
I could no longer cope with the situation, so I made the difficult decision to break up with him and move on.
It's about time.
No, I'm not even giving her credit though. I'm not even giving her the credit. I'm not even saying fairs or credit to her.
She took too long.
She took too long. When she found out and asked him to give back the money, she accepted his explanation and still stuck with him. It's only when he gave you like 20K that's when you realize like, nah, I can't continue this thing. Let me go. I'm like, at least pay for the whole 500K.
No.
You only like wasted how long?
No. At least she got there. It's not. These people apparently when they have emotions involved, they don't used to think logically. So I'm not too shocked.
But this one, the last one is the most juicy one.
Okay, what happens?
I found out he's been secretly recording our sex tape.
Mm-hmm.
I was
what?
What?
I was
looking at you. I was like, "What's the thing you're talking about?" I was like, "It's not shocking to you."
What?
I found out he's been secretly recording our sex tape. I was looking for a photo in his gallery when I saw a video, clicked on it and froze. It was us in bed being intimate without my knowledge or our consent. I checked more and saw multiple recordings, different days. He'd been secretly recording us for our entire relationship. Apparently, he was using this webcam on his laptop. He was recording. I felt violated, disgusted, betrayed.
Mm-hmm.
I woke him up screaming, "What is this? Why are you recording me?" He said,
I hope she's deleted it before she was even asking me these questions. But continue.
Hopefully. He can have it on the cloud.
Oh, Jesus.
He tried to say, it's just for us. I like watching it later. It's normal. Normal? Recording someone without their consent?
The level of madness in this world here is actually always shocking. Continue.
Wait, I checked his WhatsApp. Did he share these videos? Thank God I didn't find any evidence of sharing. But who knows? I made him delete every single video in front of me. I watched him go through his phone, his laptop, his iCloud, the hair.
Thank God. What a sharp girl.
His iCloud, everything. But how do I know he's really deleted? You actually really do not know. How do I know they aren't backup somewhere else? You don't know. I left him immediately and now I'm terrified. What if these videos surface someday? After some time, he contacted me, apologized sincerely, and we began dating.
What? Sorry again.
After some time, he contacted me, apologized sincerely, and we began dating. The truth is, he's always treated me well, aside from that incident, and we feel a deeper connection. While it may not be a perfect decision, I'm willing to give him another chance. Only time will reveal whether this choice is the right one.
Mm, that's deep. That's deep. Because the biggest thing is that it's a violation. That's the thing. It's a violation of your trust, a violation
That's
of
why
your
I said, if you
privacy.
don't have trust, what do you
So
have?
that's the thing. 'Cause, like, you guys giving this thing another shot, I don't get.
And
Has
now,
the trust been rebuilt?
like every time you see a
Mhm.
laptop, you just be like,
Yeah.
and be like, what are you doing?
Mm.
Or like, will you start removing his laptops from like your room and right stuff? Like, the trust would just be like,
Or are you now okay with it?
hey, no judgment there.
No, if both of you are on the same page, no problem. But yeah,
Yeah.
we need to
Some people
establish something
some
here.
people have gotten TV shows because of the sex
Yeah,
tape.
because I don't know whether you lot think you're Ray J and Kim. Because that's the vibe he's giving. I think the guy thinks, oh, I'm gonna be the next Ray J.
Dude, that's what like Mimi's guy thought in what's it called? Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. He was there trying to do business deals with the sex tape.
Oh no, oh no, right, but
When I realized we sold more than Kanye and sorry, we sold more than Kim and Ray J.
he's always said,
That's what the girl said.
lol, not a competition of the sex tapes. But anywho,
Oh
you
no, that
lot,
was Paris and Kim.
oh, anywho, um, but yeah, I don't know, you lot. I hope there's the fact that you lot have decided to give this thing another shot. That trust has been worked on because yeah, that is definitely a big um
Thing to navigate.
yeah, a big thing to navigate and a big jeopardy of the trust.
And the
That's
fact
just what
saying
it
only
is.
time will tell. That's just like, bro, that's just giving me that.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. So the
I hope
trust
I
is
make
not
the right
rebuilt.
choice. Like, it's giving me that the you haven't what's it called overcome that trust issue.
Mm. I hope it's revealed sharp sharp. Let's not waste any time. You've already
Eh,
given him enough time. So I hope it's revealed sharp sharp. Okay. But with that being said, guys, it's time for Oga approval.
boo.
So Oga approval. That's when I the Oga of London alongside my fellow Ogas because I only roll with the
And the
Ogas.
streets.
Okay, very soon, yeah. So that is when we deliberate on scenarios and we pass our judgment as to whether it gets our Oga approval or Oga rejection. So today's scenario falls in line with a recurring theme I've been seeing lately, and that is the girlies, the girlies, the girlies. They have been fighting over man.
Oh
Okay,
my gosh! How can we forget the story about the woman who bashed into the girl?
leading to my
It's
Oga
been
approval.
breaking news.
Leading to my Oga approval. I remember that like that happened like very very recently. Then just before that happened, there was this clip that was going around here where it was more like on the Nigerian media, and it was basically like at this serious party, serious Nigerian party, like mature kind of party, all this our parents age grade, but in the Yoruba, not our people in the Yoruba. Tell me why, yeah, there is a clip of inside the whole party of a woman and the side chick fighting.
Oh, I've seen that.
I'm like, what the heck? I don't know if it just before I saw that clip here, I was seeing clips of the party, just
Mm,
of like the party. Do you get
yeah,
me? Then next thing I saw, or a day or two, next thing I saw is this clip of these people fighting. I'm like, how do we go from that to this?
bro. Have you not seen the clip that was in America where what's it called? The side chick attended the guy's funeral because the guy had died.
Mm-hmm.
She came to the funeral and started beating up the wife,
As
and
written,
then the side chick fell into the casket.
these people, yeah, but okay.
So the fact that you even telling me that's even PG.
No, but how embarrassing! Like how absolutely embarrassing. So yes, does it get our Oga approval or Oga rejection to be fighting over man?
Rejection.
No, no question about it. Absolute rejection. Like it's so dumb.
But
It's
like that
absolutely
influencer
so
war, was it
dumb.
over a guy? I didn't understand the
Rumors has it.
background on what this thing is. All I know is influencer versus influencer.
Yeah, the whole situation is very gênant. So because of that, I don't really engage with such. But something that did come across my timeline, people are tracing it back to it being about some Tanzanian rapper based here in the UK. That is.
I'm not gonna lie.
Mm.
When you say Tanzania,
And that's the thing. People are like they cannot believe that it's all over this.
I have my brother. I was about to say, if I say Jukes,
No, God
is
forbid.
that man about to be involved in this thing?
God forbid. No. Um, but yeah. So rumor has it has is over man, And yeah, I've also seen like other people involved in the situation making stories saying that, oh yeah, they've had similar issues with this person over a man. So yeah, then I now record this whole Yoruba party thing, man. So I'm like, what is going on here? Like, have you even forgotten this is
They
Rance?
do say it's hard to find a good man. So
Somebody else's man should not be your good man.
some of the person's man is their good man.
No, somebody
He
else's man
treats
should
me
not.
well.
While he's with somebody else, he should not be your good man. Okay, the fact that he can do that to somebody else, he can do that to you, and it happens time. Just look at EastEnders now. I will keep, but even though but same thing goes vice versa for gender.
But
Because
what's it called?
You got Vicky. They got with her. Ross got with her while she was with somebody else.
Spencer.
Now Vicky is getting with somebody else while she's with Ross. This is what happens with life. I will keep saying treat people the way you want to be treated. So I don't get why we should be promoting girls getting with other people's men. That is not what we're here to talk about. But still, at that, I get that one. But there are those ones there that the women are not even informed of what is going on. Like who is it, Choma or somebody that you mentioned today? You know, them ones. These ones are innocent bystanders. They are not your problem. Okay, that is the thing. Focus on the problem. Focus on where the loyalty lies. And even when they do know, still focus where the loyalty lies. That one is a separate entity. Focus where the loyalty lies, and that is the person that agreed to do something.
Yeah, the one who had who made agreements with you, the one who promised loyalty and faithfulness to you.
Exactly.
Let that be the focus. But
that is the focus on your man. Focus on your man. That is the vibe. Okay. Oh yeah.
But yeah, what's it called? Yeah, rejection. I just feel like I don't see the point of like why you guys are beating up each other. The guy just standing there looking, I don't know, finding his escape route. I don't get that.
It's so, you lot should be so embarrassed. Those of you that engage in such, so embarrassed. For what? For what? This man that you people are putting on this pedestal can just wake up and decide, do you know what? I don't want the pair of you. And what will you say? I'm waiting for an answer. You don't have one.
Tanzania rapper.
Yeah, rumor has it it's over that. So
I heard that one of the girls involved was from X Factor.
Yeah, I saw that.
But I didn't like understand her involvement.
Oh, I thought she was the one that did it.
Oh,
I don't know the story like that. But
I'm trying to understand this thing. Yeah, it's so much. So I saw the video.
What exactly is going on?
I saw the video. And there was the guy that was just trying to unlock his bike.
I can't even bring myself to watch the video because I don't even like what is so Raz.
To be honest, I did not believe it. I've watched it again and again. I do not believe this actually happened. I can't
bring myself to watch it.
You literally drove your car in front of the person. I'm just like, even whatever feelings you're feeling, that anger, that stuff, like, bro, that 5 minutes of anger, that 5 seconds of what's it called, anger, bro, has now put you in a jail cell for 15 to 25. For that 5 seconds.
No, it's very dumb.
And if this is over a guy, even worse.
It's very dumb.
Is that guy going to visit you in jail? Is he going to be paying your bail money? Is he going to be giving you what's it called, a little allowance when you're in prison?
No, it's really dumb.
Is he even going to put you in a song? We actually may put you in a song to help increase his streams. But other than that,
until now, and I still don't even know him like that. Just that I've seen his face behind sunglasses. But anywho,
they're always wearing sunglasses.
Lol. But anyway, it's very dumb. And even the whole thing, I don't know whether it's the person that did the driving over, but I was seeing apparently stories like this is a Snap story that is associated with the whole thing, saying that, oh yeah, that this is a reminder that people should not be trying me. That
I saw those.
Yeah, something along those lines. And it's like, fam, I actually thought we have moved past this level and we have all grown to come to the realization that violence is not a flex.
Or going on social media to express your violence is not a flex.
You, like,
do you know people are being caught and going to jail because they've been able to trace things back to your social media account?
No, it's actually like every part of it is so dumb. Violence is not a flipping flex because now look at your life. Look at it, it is behind the bar.
Exactly.
So where are we going with this flex now? Where? It's so dumb. So yeah, it goes without saying, this gets our Oga rejection. And I believe that's that. So guys, I know you guys have enjoyed this conversation. So make sure you have hit that subscribe button yet again. Hit that notification bell. Okay? Drop that comment. Join in on the poll. Join in on this Oga approval. Does it get your Oga approval or Oga rejection to be fighting over man? You already know our response for those of you that have watched the episode and listened in. Those of you listening to us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, ApplePods, thank you. Follow us, rate this episode, join in on the poll for those of you that can. And with that, I believe that'll be all from us over here. It's been another episode. We'll see you next Monday, 5 p.m. back here again on Puff and Tea Podcast. For now, guys, bye.